going on, everybody? This is Renee with Neptune Cigars. We're here at the PCA 2023. It is now day 3, and I'm standing here with Mr. Tim Ozgener of Oz Family Cigars. Tim, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you very much. We're big fans of Neptune Cigars. Thanks for having us over here. And we're going to talk about Ozgener Family Cigars, or Oz Family Cigars, whatever you want to call it. But,
so for those who may not know, can you describe a little bit about your background? Because this is something I just learned about, actually.
Yeah. So the O in Oz is the O in CAO. My father started CAO. Those were his initials. My sister and I worked with him for most of my life, like 40 years of my life, in the kind of pipe, humidor, and cigar business. We built up CAO, sold it in 2007. My colleagues from CAO, two of my best friends and business colleagues, started Crowned Head Cigars. And my father and I kind of, we're always quietly talking with him about how's it going and this kind of thing. And so I have a involvement in Crowned Head Cigars, and Ozgener Family Cigars is part of the Crowned Heads. They're distributing the brand, but we're all part of the same family.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And obviously, now you're going to be bringing out, or have brought out, your Ozgener line,
Yes.
and that's something that you're trying to, evolve and show to the world. What can you tell us a little bit about what's coming up this year?
Well, I mean, first of all, this Ozgener Family Cigars debuted last year at the PCA. And this is our first blend, the Bosphorus blend, which received a 92, 93, 93, 90 rating from Cigar Aficionado, the highest vertical rating in my family's history, including anything that we've ever gotten at CAO. So we wanted to add a different brand to it that's a new blend. And this one we introduced in March, and we're actually now really have it in production for the first time. We got some shipments in that we can supply orders from this trade show. It's called Aramas. It has a Mexican San Andreas wrapper. The binder of it is Ecuador Sumatra, and the filler is a combination of Dominican, Nicaraguan, and a little bit of Connecticut broadleaf Maduro in the filler. So I like to say it's like eating dark chocolate with some Creole spices around it. It features the story of my father is Armenian, so this is Mount Ararat on the left. My mother was born in Istanbul, and that is the Bosphorus on the right. They met in New York, and they eloped to Tennessee. So it's a story about if a Turk and Armenian can get along 55 years, we can all get along over a cigar.
That's absolutely right.
This one here is actually just a new release at the show. It's called Pi Synesthesia Red. My father painted the last 10 years of his life around the concept of synesthesia. I say a number to you, you think of a color or a flavor or a musical tone. My dad actually liked the number pi because it was infinite, and he made his own synesthesia with the numbers. He said, I will make 3 yellow, 1 red, 4 brown. And so that piece of art is actually on the band over here. When you look at the band, that's an actual piece of his art that we put on there. And then I was working with a gentleman who had synesthesia in Central America, and the concept is, here, what does red taste like? Last year is what does yellow taste like? We made 2,500 boxes of that. This is the same thing. So in this one, most people, when they think red, they think of like spicy, red meat, more savory notes. So we tried to make this blend does it taste like red to you, or what aspects of red does it taste to you?
Yeah.
So that's our kind of, the C was my father's signature. His name was Jono, but spelled C-A-N-O, so everybody in Nashville is like calling him Kano, which I just had. But that's the kind of the concept, is kind of to pay an homage to him and his artwork, and try to like make that a reality relative to the synesthesia of taste.
That's great. Cool.
Yeah.
And then what plans do you have from even after that? Like what about for next year?
Well, I think for next year, the obvious thing is we want to continue. If you look at the band, it shows the different kind of progression of colors that my dad painted based on his pi synesthesia. So we will just follow that roadmap. So the next color is 4, and I believe 4 he painted brown or burnt orange. Hopefully it's brown. That's easier than burnt orange, for a flavor component. So I'll be asking people. They can find us at Oz Family Cigars on Instagram. Let us know when you think of brown, what flavor do you think of when you think of brown? And then we'll release that at the PCA for the next show.
Chocolate might be a lot of people's answer.
That and maybe another surprise we're planning on for the PCA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And then for those that maybe haven't tried your brand yet, do you have like a starting point? The Ozgener, how would you describe it exactly? Medium-bodied, full-bodied?
Yeah, I mean, look, so they're both medium plus, but we made it so that everybody can enjoy it. So whether you like mild, medium, or full, our philosophy is we want to ferment the tobaccos a long period of time so that they have a lot of flavor to them, but not so much nicotine that you're going to be like, oh, wow, I got my head's spinning.
Sure.
It's not about that. It's all about like maximizing the full potential of every single leaf that you're getting out of it, so that you're getting the fullest potential of flavor from every single leaf from every single region. So I would say that anybody can smoke it and they shouldn't be intimidated for it. These are box press, and these are not box press.
Yeah, I noticed.
So either one of them, if you're looking for something that's more dark chocolate, then I would go this. If you're looking for something that is a complex, almost like if you're drinking like a rich Cabernet, old world Cabernet, you would like this. So.
Cool. Well, Tim, thank you so much for showing us the
thank
new
you
stuff,
very
man.
much. Yeah.
Continued success.
Thank
I hope
you.
the brand blows up, and I hope
you very much.
have a great rest of your
We
show.
appreciate you guys at Neptune. You guys are wonderful, and keep up the great work.
No, you're and by the way, your cigar's selling very well.
Thank you very much. We refer a lot of people to you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, you heard it here first. Stay tuned for all the new Ozgener releases, including the Synesthesia next year for the brown color.
Yeah.
So send in what you think it should taste like.
That's right.
All right, guys. Tim, thanks again.
Thank you very
Guys,
much.
we'll catch you next year.
Thanks for that.